Hi, everyone. It's Thanksgiving Eve, and I know everyone's getting ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow, but I wanted to get a video out to help plan for 2024. We went over our business plan at our last meeting, and I just wanted to give you some tips to help you with that. You know that there's over 55,000 agents in Arizona, and we're losing them at a higher rate, unfortunately. So I don't want one of you to be a statistic in that number. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're going to get started with what I've got for us today. This is going to hopefully help you with not only your business plan, but with your coming up with ideas for our accountability program that we just put in place. And this week we've kind of been, doing a fairly good job. Everyone's been doing a good job of staying on top of that. So, but really the first thing we need to do, the first thing that I did was basically segmented my life, if you will. So I went ahead and put, I've got 5 different categories that I need to focus on as far as my weekly, monthly, daily activities. One of those is production. I still need to produce. The other is for you guys, how to help encourage you and ensure that you're continuing to grow and push yourselves and get better. Next is my property management side of the business and just some of the daily tasks there. Another is personal goals that I want to achieve this year and I want to keep track of, as well as where I'm donating time to the church. So you'll see here, I've just kind of did what we call like a brain dump. Um, there's not much on there. But no, so this is kind of what I see myself as needing to do from a production perspective, to be able to produce, to get myself out in front of, past, current clients, as well as folks that don't know me yet. So over here is what I feel I need to do for you guys to help you grow. Notice that list is a little bit longer and I've allocated a little bit less time to be able to do that. So I need to make sure that I'm laser focused on what I want to do so I can accomplish this for all of us. And I have, put down so much time that I want to spend on each one of these categories because they all, I only want to work 4 hours a week tops. Okay. And so to make sure I do that, I would need to set that up on the front end. Now I've added tabs here for each one of these segments. And so I'm going to go into a little bit more depth, if you will, in planning. So here I've got the activity. And then now I'm going to start putting those or getting prepared to put those on a calendar to make sure that I'm doing activities when I need to do them. Okay. So some of these are just kind of open-ended where I get to them when I get to them. And then there'll be a time when I start prioritizing this. But so right now I'm just getting everything I want to get done down on paper, and then I'll start prioritizing. Then also these are just, as I'm thinking of ideas for either videos or newsletters, for community events. I've just kind of put that information off to the side. And so then I can start integrating that into my plan. So that's kind of my first step is all these different categories. I'm just kind of doing a brain dump, listing out what needs to be accomplished in that specific area of my life. So some of you guys will have more, some will have less, and that's okay. Not a problem. Just, make sure your priorities are set appropriately. Then what I've done next, now Excel makes it real easy to make a calendar. And so I believe you would just go to, stay in Excel, just go to File and New Open from Template and type calendar, and it'll give you some options for calendars. So you notice I've got all my calendars here, or all my months for the calendar here. Okay. Here's my daily schedule. So I went ahead and put down what kind of my base schedule is so far. Has some things that I definitely want to do first thing in the morning. And you guys will appreciate this one. You're welcome. So is minor is showering, right? So you need to allow yourself time to take a shower. If you do devotions, to write notes. You notice I got in here, reminding myself to text out for the today I create opportunities. accountability program that we've got running, that group, I guess I should say, that we've got running. So, and then you just kind of, now this is just a very fluid document from each week and from day to day, but you put down kind of what your base schedule, what you kind of want it to look like. So I've got my average activities here. And so as I fill out my calendar, these items will start going in there. Now, the first thing you want to do though with your calendar is go in and to make sure that you put in your big events, your vacations, your birthdays, your weddings. Those would be nice not to forget. Any holidays that you don't want to be working, you want to spend time with your family, client events, fundraiser events. So, just go in and start blocking them off. You can see anything with yellow here is where, like, I'm not going to be working that day. And so those are typically your holidays. And then here in, July, you'll know that I normally take vacations. Whether this happens this year or not, can't say, but I'm planning on it. So, you just go in each month and then you start filling in, like this, the bank reconciliation. Every month I've got to reconcile bank accounts for property management. I've got to do our office training. So some of those things that we know are unmovable, if you will, we put those in. You notice here I've even got Rick DeLucas career night on here, so I can be available on those instances and start marketing that as well. And then you notice I put in, some of my client events or first time homebuyer clinics that I'll be planning on doing. So now some of these events, they're going to be open to everybody in the office. So, there again, I'll get this calendar out to everybody. Well, the calendar for this, for some of the client activities, I'll get that out. So you can plan on inviting your clients as well to the office or wherever we have these for our folks. And so we can have some collaboration on that front from everybody involved, whether we want to do that at the office or, find a different location. I think the office right now will probably be the easiest, unless if we think that we're going to have too many participants to house everybody there. So, but yeah, so you just figure out each month what's going on, what's already planned, get that on the calendar so you don't forget anything. And then, you come back here and you start looking at, what you're going to do for the week. I say just take, 30 minutes out of your day over the weekend and plan the following week. So notice here I've got this down on my calendar of when I'm going to sit and make my plans. So this document there, again, it's a living, breathing document. It's going to grow, it's going to detract, just kind of depending on what you do. There's going to be some things on here that will never come off the list of things to do. Then there's going to be, some things that will go away because you've accomplished them, whether it be specific videos and things of that nature. And one thing I'll be encouraging everyone to do is to start doing some videos. So next, we're going to be covering different activities to give you ideas how to determine what you want to do to fill in those blank spots, right? Some of those production activities. And this will also help with everyone who's participating in the Today I Create Opportunity Accountability Group. So I'll give you some ideas on some tasks that you can start doing to try and start generating business and hopefully come up with ideas in advance. And so all these documents here, I'll make available to everybody in the shared Facebook or the shared Dropbox account. And it'll be under 24 I'll keep it the same name, 24 business plan and activities. So these are just some suggestions that Rick had given out for different activities to do. And you do these kind of on the weekly basis, so you get everything from, let's see, you're adding 5 people to your sphere, provide photos of all the properties that you've closed in the prior year or so, if applicable. Create an success marketing piece with photos of listings as well. Write 10 personal notes. Call 5 people in your sphere of influence. These are people that you can be calling. Some other things to do is preview like 15 homes, attend realtor meetings, and just different activities that you can do there. Again, I'll go ahead and get this out to everybody so they can use that as a resource. Here's another kind of resource, just different things to do. Watch Brian Buffini's bold predictions, subscribe to real estate news. Now this came from Rick. Add 20 people to your database, call 20 people from your database, send out your mobile business cards, handwritten notes, send the Exit Connect app to 10 different people, host an open house, and then post a needs listing on Facebook weekly. And so we really need to start using social media as a platform to ensure the people that are already friends with us know us, that we're in real estate and that we're active, right? And so it's creating that online presence. Now, here's another thing, speaking of social media and video plans. So I've got a little thing that I use. I haven't really been too great on this. I've been flying by the seat of my pants on most of my videos this last year, but I'm going to get a little bit more targeted on that front. So this is just kind of, a template to make a video plan. Stole this from Frankie Joel, whatever his name is, with Exit. So, just a video title, when it was recorded, what category it's going to go into, whether it's buyers or sellers, the date you published it, a quick description, how long the video is, and when you're planning it, you're estimating the duration, and when you're done, the actual duration. And then your basic script, overview, and then different keywords you want to use. And this is kind of the step-by-step process in doing that. And then this here is YouTube description format. This is a format I just learned about today. So I'm going into my YouTube videos and adjusting and editing those to make sure that these different formats are in there. And I would highly recommend, and we're going to do this on one of our training sessions, is watch that video from Frankie. It had a lot of good content on how to set up your YouTube page to make sure that you're optimizing your SEO. So, and then the index is, whenever I start getting a little bit more organized, I'll put down, the title of things, who was targeted for, things of that nature. Now, here's some plans that I've got, videos that I'll be upcoming, doing. Feel free to steal those. Because guys, people who are watching your videos probably aren't going to be watching my videos. So don't be afraid if we're doing some of the same content. Mix it up, put it into your voice, put it into your personality. But that's not a big problem. Here's an activity that I always recommend that you do is whenever you want to start farming an area, or you have somebody that you think might use you, just kind of do a quick market study of their subdivision. Okay. So then, there again, your name, date, whatever, but the number of houses in that subdivision, the age of the homes, if there's any new construction in that area, the name of the builders, the home style, whether it's, ranch or contemporary or what have you, the sizes of the homes in there, and then some of the recreational opportunities available. So as you start going through this and talking to your clients, you're going to start putting yourself up as a market expert in that area. So the average sales price in the last 6 months, days on market, number of homes on the market today, the top 3 listing agents in there. So it's good to know who your competition is. Easy way to do that is going to Armless, pull up the recent sales and see if you've got, if there's one name that continues to stand out and show itself in that area. And then use your overall impression of the subdivision. Here's some additional ideas for daily tasks. You can prospect expired listings, FSBOs, neighbors of the new listings, internet leads. Now, the neighbors of new listings, I wouldn't say it necessarily needs to be your listing or our listing to do that with. If you see a new listing come on the market, you go knock on the door and say, hey, look, I'm looking for a buyer for that house. So here's some referral partners, loan officers, builders, contractors, title companies, photographers, stagers, insurance agents. So these are all individuals that you can start building a relationship with to try and get referrals for your business. Here's just a 9 to 11 a.m. 2 hours update to sellers and buyers, or providing an update to sellers and buyers. So this is active clients that you're working with. Don't forget to ask for the review. Now, again, I stole this from Exit Realty #1. With their permission, I think. So anyway, but these are just some different, activities that you can do to plan your week, just some ideas for you to start structuring your business to how you want to run your business. There again, my job is to present opportunities. Your guys' job is to perform, and to act. And so if you're not sure what to do, these are certainly some things that you can start doing. Same here with, video as well. Guys, I know we hate video, but it is the quickest way to get in front of as many people as possible, as opposed to, calling one person at a time. Now we're going to have to call one person at a time. We're still going to have that touch. I did one of my tasks this week was to send video text. I spent an hour sending video Happy Thanksgiving texts to former clients. In about an hour, I did about 40, I think 41 that I logged. So, and there again, they're 10, 15, 20 seconds long. I just did a little quick research on Facebook to see what was going on in their life and also help me remember their kids' names. But outside of that, that's a one-on-one touch. It didn't take very long, but if you get videos going on the Facebook, social media, people will start recognizing that, hey, you're in real estate for real. You know what you're doing. You got your finger on the pulse. You'll start developing that mindset in the people that that you're a professional, that you know what you're doing, that you're an expert. So that's just another daily tasks. Here's a tracker if you want to start tracking. There again, we have to, we have to know what kind of activities, what we're doing, and what kind of results we're getting with that. So this is just kind of a monthly or a daily tracker or weekly tracker that you can utilize. There again, I stole this from Exit Realty HGM, and they don't know I stole it from them. So, but pretty much if I've got access to it to download it, they're putting that out there for everyone's use. So you can either recreate it or whatever. Now, this was the activity worksheet that I sent out of some activities for you guys to do. So, there again, this is very basic. This is going to be more for, the beginners. And honestly, this is just to get the ball rolling. You'll never want to get away from trying to do all of these things all the time anyway, right? But after a while, you'll start adding a lot more to your to-dos list because you're going to get a little bit more busy. You'll start seeing some things panning out for you. You'll start getting business, and you'll start making some money, and you're like, hey, this stuff kind of works. So anyway, that's about it. Like I said, I just wanted to take some time and give some tips out there. There again, these resources are going to go in your Dropbox, your shared Dropbox. And so anyway, thanks for your time. And really, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I'll be reaching out to everybody here next week about getting together with your business plan. If for 2024, if you need help, don't hesitate to reach out. All right, you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.